Hi, Dom. How are
Hey
you?
Mike, what's up?
I'm here in Florida, and with
I,
our
I gotta say, I hope you're not here in Florida. And while we're
no,
on the subject, look, I've been watching Hurricane Helene on the news, and my heart goes out to anyone down there.
yeah,
We used
yeah,
to live in Tampa.
yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. We live right on the bay in Tampa, so yeah. Actually, Michelle is down there. My niece, your
Mm,
cousin Michelle, is down there in Florida. So I've had regular communications with her, and from what I gather, she's doing well. She's in an area that's pretty safe.
good,
So, but yeah, thoughts and prayers to everyone down in Florida, including my
indeed,
niece Michelle.
indeed.
So, yeah, just everybody be safe down there and stay out of the line of fire. But I guess it hit shore like last night or something. But anyway, the second one, um,
And I'm sorry to be like, starting our video on a down note, but I've just been watching on the news, and I had to say something. So.
oh yeah, absolutely. No, no, it's but actually, in talking about what we're doing and starting, Dom, you're doing something different. This is your
Yeah,
pick.
we're doing a different type of video today. Mike turned me on to this movie trivia game.
Yes.
And so as I showed in the short, we'll be playing this game today
Yeah,
and
we
seeing
both
what
have a
it's like
copy.
and actually testing our knowledge of movie trivia. I'm going to say that I'm normally really bad at trivia, but I've got the advantage because I'm on 3 cups of coffee.
Yep, you do. And also, I worked last night, 12-hour shift, and I think I had enough sleep, but my brain is still half awake. I just woke up, and I'm going to be heading into work tonight for another night shift. So
Oh man,
hopefully,
better man than I am.
hopefully I don't embarrass myself with my half awake brain, but
This is all for fun.
oh, it is. So yeah, Dom,
So
you're running this one, so you
let me go over the rules. And
sure.
viewers, if anyone's watching this, I invite you to play along at home. We're going to try and do our best, even if we know the answer, not to answer right away. So if you want to try and follow the questions as well, be our guest. Have fun with us.
So we need to give a pause before we blurt
Mhm.
out the answer, which I'm liable to do. But if I know it, if I don't know it, I'll be a deer in the headlights. So yeah,
So the rules. We've got cards. There's an example of one of the cards. I'm putting that aside. I showed it, so I won't use it.
well, I didn't
Uh,
even look at mine, but
so each one of us chooses a card, and then the one that's going to be asked a question chooses a category. And the categories are comedy or animation, action adventure, drama musical, and horror sci-fi.
I am going to look at a card that I will discard, but I just want to see.
Mhm.
Um,
This is the score sheet. So we've got our names across this way, and then the categories up and down.
okay.
According to the rules of the game, the winner has to have two correct answers in each category. However, since we don't know how long this is going to go, a shortened version has one correct answer in each category. But again, this is the first time we're doing this. So
Yeah,
hopefully it's enjoyable for everyone.
yeah, yeah.
And Mike, no offense, says the oldest goes first.
Okay, okay. Well, that's definitely me. Um,
So I'm going to draw a card and
sure.
you're going to choose a category.
Okay, and I looked at one of the cards which I discarded, but I see a chattering teeth up at the top. Is that comedy?
That is comedy.
Okay, there also are two comedic masks down further. What is that category?
That's drama, drama or musical,
Okay, and
as
what's
in like
the
the,
what?
the masks, as in theater masks.
Okay, and what's the poster one? Is that action or what is that?
Action adventure.
Okay, and sci-fi down below.
Yep, sci-fi down below.
Okay. All right. So go ahead. I'm sorry. I wasn't really paying
No,
attention
no,
to that.
no.
But
We should explain everything
yeah.
because
Well, no, I
people
just
playing
wanted to make
along.
sure I kind of so I choose one of the categories.
Yeah,
All right. I'm going to choose sci-fi.
sci-fi.
I'll
Okay.
probably get my butt kicked on that, but go
Oh
ahead.
no, no, actually you chose a really easy one.
Really?
Yeah. According to Spider-Man's Uncle Ben,
Okay.
with great power comes what?
Oh my God, it is easy. I'm going to wait. Audience members, you have a chance to think of the answer, and I will give my answer, but it's so easy.
But I mean, like
Responsible.
even before I ever saw a Spider-Man movie, we were reading the comic
Yeah, oh,
books.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've always been a huge fan. I think Spider-Man, Iron Man, and probably Conan are probably my favorite when it comes to like Marvel. And I was always a Marvel guy, but those are probably my favorite ones. I can think of others. I always loved Wolverine, but yeah, like I said, um, it's I'll give the answer now. I think people have had a chance to
Yeah,
think of it, so it's responsibility.
great responsibility.
Yes.
Yes.
So that was easy, but
I've heard that line so many times.
oh yeah,
I gotta
yeah,
say, I appreciate all the Spider-Man movies that have come out, but I will say, both Spider-Man, Batman, and I'm even going to include Superman. If you ever make a movie, don't include an origin story. We know how they
yeah,
started.
yeah. I think everybody knows, even people who are not well versed in comics know that he got bit by a radioactive spider, and even as far as his first love and all that, it's that story's been told so much. But yeah, do a story of Spider-Man. But I mean, I guess if you're doing a first one and you're trying to, then it helps to have a start. But my God, it's been done. But anyway, it's your turn now. I
It's my
will.
turn,
All
and
right.
I'm gonna choose the hardest one from me. Let me
Oh,
get the drama musical question.
okay. Um, all right. Who plays Valerie, the head nurse in Girl Interrupted? And that actually probably to me would be a hard one. I've seen Girl Interrupted, but I'm reading this off, and I would have had no idea that that was who it was. It's been a
Oh,
long time.
um,
Um,
I've never seen this movie, so this is gonna be a pure guess.
yeah. Well,
Anne Hathaway.
listen, I'm going to give you a hint.
Okay,
She's on The View.
that is not a hint. Do you think I know who's on The View?
Well, it's not like I watch it, but
Like I've
she
heard of it. I
she's
certainly I have no idea who's on it.
she's one of the main people on The View and has been in a lot of controversy over the years because of her strong, opinionated.
The only one I can think of, the only name I know from The View is Whoopi Goldberg.
Yep, that's it.
That's it. I'm not giving myself that point. That was way too much of a hint. But oh man, that was I'm like, girl interrupted.
Yeah. Well, put it down 1-1. We're this is only for fun anyway.
It
So
is only for
but
fun.
you could have said somebody else.
I
But
did say somebody else.
well, but anyway,
But again, this is just for fun.
it is
So
just for fun. So right
okay,
now
are you ready?
sure as
What
ready as
category
all.
would you like?
Um, let's do comedy.
Comedy. Ugh,
Oh,
I would know this. What 1999 comedy stars four high school friends, Jim, Finch, Oz, and Kevin?
ooh,
And I'll give
um,
you the hint that this comedy started an entire franchise that there are at least four, if not more, movies of.
It's not American Pie, is it?
American Pie, you got it.
Okay.
Nice. American Pie. Awesome. Okay, then I'm going to follow in your footsteps and I'm going to take comedy.
All right. Um, what 80s movie sees two conmen wager on a swindle, a young heir who can swindle a young heiress out of her money? And
Ah,
this one I
no,
know
no, no.
these.
I know.
Yeah.
I know exactly what that one was because I love that movie. We're going to have to pick it for our channel at
Oh
some
my
point.
God. Yeah. If it's the one you're gonna say is the one that's on here, absolutely. I love this movie.
I hope so because wow, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
So I hope you've had enough time at home, but I'm going to guess Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
That's exactly right.
Man,
So
what
wow.
a winning comedy lineup.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, absolutely fantastic. I mean, that movie easily with the wrong people in it could have turned into a really stupid, dumb
Mm-hmm,
comedy. And
mm-hmm.
yet it was so well done between the it's Michael Caine and
Steve Martin.
Steve Martin. And they're brilliant in that.
I
They
can't remember who the heiress was
no, I can't either. That's a
because
sad
she
thing.
was awesome too. That's all I
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, I can't even think of who the actress was at the moment. It's been a while. I mean, it's probably been 10, 15 years since I've seen
Oh,
that
it's
movie.
easily been 10 years for me.
So, yeah. So we definitely have to do that down the road for sure. That'll be a fun one. But
Yeah, we can't do it for a while. We've still got many spooky movies to include,
yeah,
but it's coming.
absolutely. Yep. So I guess it's my
Okay,
turn.
your turn, Mike.
We're absolutely we're absolutely tied. So 3-3.
Yep.
But okay, so let me pick drama because drama is probably the one that if I'm going to fail on, I might.
Oh, I don't know if I know this one. Okay, so the question is, who played the henchman in Tarantino's Pulp Fiction? And that
The
would be a
henchman.
tough one because there are so many great actors in that movie. Who were the hitmen?
Oh, the hitman.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, there's two hitmen.
Yep.
So you want both actors' names?
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson and John Travolta.
Excellent. Nice job.
All right, thank you.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
so
No, because I keep thinking Bruce Willis and with Thurman, like,
yeah, I thought when you said that when you read it off, I thought you were saying henchman,
oh
and
no.
so I was like, wait a minute, there were good guys and bad guys in that, but yeah, I love Pulp Fiction. That's a favorite. So, and hopefully we gave the audience enough time in between that before I blurted out the answer.
Well, I mean, I gotta say, if you are playing along at home, feel free to use that pause button to give
Sure,
yourself as much time as you want.
yeah, because again, we'll do this again. This is actually a fun idea, and I think people love trivia. So everybody loves trivia. So we'll definitely do this again. It's fun. So we actually maybe down the road even invite some guests to sit with us.
The
But
more the
anyway,
merrier.
yeah. Um, okay, so Dom, you pick a category. It's
Let
your
me let
turn.
me do my strength, horror sci-fi.
Okay. Um, so wait a minute. Okay, sci-fi. Yep. Um, what is the name of the spacecraft in Alien Nostromos? Oh,
Did you just give me the
I
name?
just never mind. Never mind. I'm an idiot.
Give me another card.
Yeah. That one actually might have been a hard one.
It
I don't
would have
think
been a hard. I
I
never would have gotten that.
I would not have been able to answer it. Okay, this one should be easy for you. Um, which hand does Luke Skywalker lose in The Empire Strikes Back? Which hand?
Oh man. I got a 50-50 shot either way.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
um, I'm gonna go left hand.
It's his right hand.
Oh.
Yeah. Um, And the only thing that I probably would have maybe tried to guess, I would not have known that. So the only thing that maybe would have made me jump to, I am left-handed for one thing, but most people are right-handed, and I would have thought, well, if they really wanted to handicap the guy, they probably would have said his right hand. But then I don't know.
I mean,
So
given how soon they replaced that hand, I'm not sure
I
handicapping. I'm like, so it could have been either one.
right. So yeah, that's but yeah. So sorry about that, but
No, no, no.
uh,
That's the game. That's the
yeah.
game, man.
Don't hate, don't hate the play. I hate the. Okay.
Okay, your turn, Mike.
All
What
right.
category?
Um, I'm gonna go for I'll go for comedy.
Comedy. Okay, the line, quote unquote, I knew who I am. I'm the dude playing the dude disguised as another dude, is from what Ben Stiller comedy? And this is a hard one. I don't think I would get this.
Wow. I even know the line,
Yeah,
but
yeah, this is another one we're gonna have to do at some point.
I know the line, but is it Zoolander?
No,
Okay. All
no.
right.
Are you ready?
Sure.
That's Tropic Thunder.
Oh, that really makes sense. Okay, yeah, and Tropic Thunder is a must. We
Oh, it's
must
a
do that
must
one.
see.
It's so
I
funny.
mean, whether it's Robert Downey Jr. in blackface.
Yeah, yeah, which was so it was not just that it wasn't even so much controversial. It was such a wacky thing, and I heard so many different you know different like black actors and entertainers that were saying like, nah, no, it wasn't like the way he did it. It was just what it was because it was such a the whole fact that he really wasn't even aware of the idea that what he was doing was he kept saying no, like I'm a black guy. It was he was so into it. I don't know. Like I
Well, that
said,
and Tom Cruise is
oh my
what,
God.
Irv Grossman or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah. Yeah, because that's another thing with Tom Cruise. And I just had this conversation with someone just very recently about Tom Cruise because I there's times where like I find him just annoying in
Yes.
movies, and other times he pulls off a great job, and it depends on the movie. But a lot of times he can be really annoying, and when he does something well, it's and he did that one well. He was perfect for that, you know. But anyway, it's your pick, and what's the category?
Oh, let me go with action adventure. I haven't done that yet.
Okay, this one could be hard for you, but I'm not sure how big you are on James Bond movies, but I know I like them a lot. But yeah, actually, I probably would have known this, but uh, in which James Bond movie does he travel to outer space?
Oh,
It's a matter of whether you can think of it because
no, no, no. I saw this at the theater.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
This had Jaws in it.
yes, absolutely. Yep, you got it right.
Yeah, I can't remember who the female star was, but
Yeah, I almost have it on the tip of my tongue.
I'm not
Um,
even sure what the song was for this. Because there's always a song.
Moonraker.
Well,
I don't,
you just gave me the name.
wow, I told you I'm half awake.
I knew that one
You
though.
knew that one, so I'm giving that to you. I know you knew that one. The very fact that you named the stars and that it
Well, I
was
mean, I said Jaws was in it. That's like what,
yeah,
three different
Richard
movies ago?
Kyle. Yeah, so yeah, the fact that you got that one, that's a win for you. So
What I
my
remember is I think that was Jaws' last movie because he turned good after that. Didn't he? rescue that woman and like decide that
Yeah, just decide the goodness
he
would,
wanted to leave his life of
yeah, would
nefarious
prevail. So
crime.
yeah. Uh, but yeah, my turn. So
Back at you,
I'm
Mike.
down one.
I don't know that you are. No, we're tied.
Are we? Yeah, I guess
Yep.
we both missed one. So
Yeah. So, what category?
um let's do sci-fi again.
Sci-fi. Huh. I don't know if I would get this one or not. And I don't consider this sci-fi or horror,
Really.
but what does John Doe model his murders after in the movie Seven?
Oh, um
Let's let it percolate for a bit.
yep, audience think of it. Think of the answer.
But another great movie.
I think I know it if it's what I think the way it needs to be answered. Okay, I think audience has had enough time if
Yeah,
they know it. The seven deadly sins.
perfect. That's exactly what it is.
All right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually like that movie, and it's it's it was a movie that I think when it first came out, I probably resisted a little bit. Everybody was watching it, and there was so much hype around it that I probably resisted a little bit. But when I did see it, I was like, yeah, I realize why everyone's talking about it. It's a good movie.
That
Um,
movie had so much meat on its bones.
oh yeah,
Yeah, they built the characters up so well. I almost don't consider it horror.
no, and there was some comedy in it too. I mean, it was dark, dark comedy, but yeah, things made that
So,
made me laugh.
so according to this game, you've locked up the sci-fi and horror section.
Okay, so I can't pick that again.
You can, but it
Okay.
won't it won't help you win.
Oh, okay, I got you. So stay away from sci-fi horror, which like that can be real hit or miss with me. So I'm actually surprised. I don't know. Like I said, uh, the way my the way my brain recall is sometimes I can be dead on with certain when I'm playing trivia, and other times I'm like just locking up. So
Mike, that's a
anyway,
family trait.
it probably is, yeah. And that put on the spot, and you're like, so the deer in the headlight. Okay, it's your turn, and you pick up. You pick a category.
Let's go back to comedy.
All right. Um, well, I'm wondering if you've actually seen the movie. I have. I've seen them all, I believe. But what do the three groomsmen lose in The Hangover?
Uh,
What do they lose?
yeah, I mean, you're right. I've never seen a single Hangover movie.
Really, really.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to have to make sure I put that on the list then,
Okay.
because they are, in some ways, they're really dumb comedies, but there's also some scenes in them that are freaking hilarious. And
I mean, they got to have something because there's what? There's at least three of them.
there's three or four. Yeah, that might be four. But
But then I think of something like The Expendables or Too Fast, Too Furious, in
there's a
which,
couple of very funny running jokes, and Mike Tyson makes an appearance
huh,
in yeah, and he is actually hilarious from the first one on through. He's very funny. He's actually a funny comedian. I mean, he's scary as hell, but he's a very funny comedian.
I mean, he's not a dumb guy.
Not at all.
He's got
No,
stuff on the ball.
in fact, if anything, I've noticed in more recent years, um, he's become very introspective. He went from a guy who was raised on the streets by the grace of God. He didn't really go bad, um, and um,
He did
and
good,
he's what's
ultimately.
that?
He
What's
did
that?
good.
Oh
He
yeah,
ultimately did good.
yeah, he did. And I mean, he's raised kids. He's had a pretty good turnaround for his life. So he's in a good
So,
place.
but let me make a guess.
Yeah.
Given what I know of the Hangover, and I believe they were at a bachelor party, I'm guessing they lost the ring, the wedding ring.
No.
Okay.
Um, it's the groom.
They lost the groom?
Yeah. Yep.
I
That's
never would have guessed.
yeah. Well, to tell you the truth, I have seen all the movies, and I could not have properly answered that one. I mean, I don't know what I would have said. So whether I would have said the groom, because everything was such a mess the next day when they woke up after and they're just trying to figure out like what happened the night before because everybody's blackout drunk. So yeah. Um, all right. Um,
Okay. Your turn. What
okay.
category?
Let's go for drama. I think I've only picked that once.
Huh. Well, this is as much geography as it is drama.
Great.
In what country are the diamond mines in Blood Diamond?
I'm gonna yeah, I mean I'm gonna say Africa, but is it are they
No, what
looking
country, not
that's a
what continent.
continent, yeah. Um man,
Yep, I wouldn't have gotten this. I don't even know if could have guessed this.
I mean I don't even I'm so bad with geography these days, especially Africa. Um like I mean I don't even really I'm gonna say Kenya. I mean, I don't know. Is I don't know.
Yep. No, I'm just as bad at
Yeah.
geography.
So I
Um,
blew that one. I know.
the answer is Sierra Leone.
Okay. Yeah, I never would have guessed that.
Yep,
Never.
yep. I know the country. Don't know
Yeah.
it's there are diamond mines there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. If you ask me, like, what places there are diamond mines, I know Africa is a big place for diamond mines, but it's like, uh, I don't know. I'm just not up on the actually I grew up a lot of the countries in Africa names have changed. There's been so much turmoil and you know fighting and famine and everything else that yeah Africa just kind of loses me. But all right, it's your turn.
Yep,
And
yep. Let's go for the
so
laughs. I'm choosing comedy.
okay. um Actually this one probably is really easy for you. I would think. I would guess this
Fingers
one.
crossed.
Okay. What Mel Brooks comedy is shot in black and white to create an old monster movie feeling?
Yep,
That's
yep.
so easy.
My God, I love that movie. I've
Me
been
too.
wanting to choose that movie since we've started this channel because it's
Yeah.
just so hilarious. But when it comes to Mel Brooks movies, it's hard to choose.
Oh yeah. Well, it is, but young friend. Wow. You got that one right. You got that one right.
I knew it was Young Frankenstein.
Yeah. Wow. I'm such an idiot. This is
Damn
this
your
is
eyes. Too
just
late.
imagine if I didn't have to go to work today and I was sitting back and I was having a few drinks. Just imagine how hilarious this could be because um, people a lot of times like having me in a playing games because I really go uh, a little bit crazy when I'm playing. So I'm actually at my probably my quietest. But all right,
Yeah,
it's your turn,
well,
and
viewers at home, um,
you got
uh,
that one
we're
right.
we're gonna do this again unless you hate it. Let us know if you hate it, but otherwise, this is fun.
I don't think anybody would hate this, or I wouldn't think most people would hate it. Let's put it that way. We might get a few people that say, "You guys suck at doing that, and don't ever
We
do it
do.
again." But no, I actually really think it's a fun, and we've got. I picked up before, um, we actually got around to doing this. I picked up three different ones, so we have more than one so we can do this again and we can vary it up. And so, yep, my turn. Or yeah,
It's your turn. What category, Mike?
um, I lost count of, and I lost it for you too. But how many?
So you've already taken care of the horror sci-fi section. You've got one check mark in drama musical, one check mark in comedy, and nothing in action adventure, which seems
Okay,
odd.
well
Did
let's.
I forget?
That's weird. Let's do action adventure. Okay.
Okay. And again, easy one for you. So don't say it right away.
Right.
What Norse god does the Hulk smash into the ground again and again in the Avengers?
Um, well, I mean, I have an answer here, and I'm giving the audience a chance if they're guessing. Um, I don't know that it's right, but I would assume, and I think that they should have answered by now. I assume it's Thor.
That the Hulk smashed?
Yeah.
No,
Nope. It's not. It's Loki. I
it's
don't know.
Loki.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the villain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Um,
they're both Norse gods.
they're both Norse gods.
Yeah.
You only had a few choices.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
But yeah,
um, okay. So I
that
blew
was a
that
great
one.
scene.
What's that?
That was a great scene. That was
It,
hilarious.
oh yeah. Well, and actually, like it's sort of coming to mind, but yeah, I
The
love anything
best
with the Hulk in it anyway. He's hilarious. So
the best thing that happened to superhero movies was for them to lean into the comedy.
yeah. Oh, you can't. To me, you cannot do those movies unless you do bring a comedic flair,
Mhm.
because otherwise it just almost turns stupid and silly to be watching a live action, um, comic. So yeah, I think so. But Dom, choose a category.
Well, I still don't have a check mark in the horror sci-fi category, which is very strange to me, but I'm going to choose that one.
Um, yeah. Well, this
You're
actually
telling me I'm
is.
still not going to get a check.
Well, I don't know. This one's hit or miss. I'm not sure that I probably would get this answer right myself, even though I know the movie well. But what is missing from the birds that is most common, or that is common in most Hollywood productions?
From the birds.
The movie The
Um,
Birds, the Alfred Hitchcock movie The
yeah.
Birds.
Um,
I probably would not have been able to guess this one myself. I mean, it makes sense, but I probably would have blown it.
a romantic angle.
No, there was a romance angle, but
Uh,
a musical score.
really?
Yeah, there was no musical score, I guess. Um,
Yeah, it's been over 20 years since I've seen the
yeah,
birds.
yeah. I mean, I would have thought there would have been some music lilting up when they showed the lovebirds and that he was bringing to her, but that was the romance. He was bringing Tippi Hedren the lovebirds. So yeah, but anyway, um, we shall
Well, back to
proceed.
you, Mike.
Yeah. Um, okay.
You still don't have an action adventure.
Okay, let's do action adventure then.
Ugh. This one's going to also rely on some obscure comic book knowledge.
Oh, it's I'm weak in that category, so go ahead.
Yeah. So, what 2006 dystopian political thriller prominently features a Guy Fawkes mask? It's funny. Like I like I like the guy that wrote the comic book. I found this one really just a little too long and heavy-handed.
Oh my God. Darkman?
What?
I don't know. Never mind. No.
Okay. Okay. The answer is V for Vendetta.
Okay. All right. It makes sense.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, certainly not the biggest hit.
No. I actually, I mean, I was, the only thing I blurted out was Darkman, which that, but no.
Great
So
movie.
yeah. Yep. I saw that in the theater. So, um, but anyway, okay, let's go on to you choose a category and
Okay, I'm gonna do let me do drama musical category.
okay. Who does Rocky face in the climactic fight of Rocky? Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, yeah, the first one.
Yep. Just think of his name. That's the hard part.
I'm just trying to I'm blanking on the name. It's he got his own movie too.
Yep.
um Apollo Creed.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it. So yeah, you good job. Good job because I mean, I think I would have had that no problem, but it is sometimes when you're trying to think of a name,
Right. It's
it's
the
like,
one like I was thinking Cassius Clay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, he was an amazing fighter, uh, but Ali, um, the greatest. So
He
there's
was the
been
greatest.
when you think of boxers, there's different boxers who have amazing skills. And whether you're thinking somebody like a Rocky Marciano who was a knockout artist, or Tyson, Mike Tyson, who was
George Foreman.
but yeah, the great George Foreman, Joe Frazier, smoking Joe Frazier. But
Hmm.
but of all of them, the one that overall was the most entertaining, brought the most to boxing, and had such a variety of skills. Um, his ability to psychologically unseat somebody from, I mean, he'd fix a win just by the very fact that he psyched the guy out. He was so good.
He
And man,
definitely brought art to the ring.
when he got up on his bicycle and started moving around that ring and just pop, pop, pop. I mean, he was great. So, and who could fault when he got up there and he's talking to I mean, one of the more hilarious moments there was one time he was being interviewed about a fighter, and the announcer's going on and on talking about the fighter and whether he thought he could beat him and everything. And he goes, "Ain't he ugly?" and the announcer just kind of like, "Well, what?" he was he was just so damn funny, and we miss that in boxing. We don't have that kind of entertainment anymore. It's sad. He brought humor, he brought drama, he brought the whole thing. He promoted his fights. So, but yeah, it's
It's your
it's
turn, Mike.
my turn. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, what category?
Give me again, which one am I probably the least in?
Action adventure.
Let's do action adventure then.
Okay. Tough
Oh,
one.
yeah.
I might get this, but I don't know. What superhero actress
What?
served in the Israeli Defense Forces for
Oh,
2 years?
I know this one. Uh,
So
I know this one.
let's wait because
Yeah,
this is somewhat of a controversial topic at the time.
it is, but at the same time, I love her, and I think not only is she beautiful, but I think she's a great actress. Um, but I think she's great for the role and all that.
I
And
thought she did a great job with the role.
yeah, so and personally, I I know there's a lot of stuff going on right now but at the same time, it's like as Rodney King said, why can't we all just get along? Um,
Hmm.
but anyway, the actress's name, I've given her enough time. It's Gal Gadot,
Yep.
and she's absolutely beautiful, stunningly beautiful.
She
But
is. She is indeed.
yep. So it's your turn now, and
Okay,
category.
I still need a market in horror sci-fi, which is ridiculous. But so give me that.
Okay. Oh, you don't have a win in that, huh? Yeah, you're the sci-fi man. I
I
mean,
know.
I would give you sci-fi over me probably any day, um, because I think you're probably the sci-fi guy. I mean, I love sci-fi, but I like, I'm picky about my sci-fi because to me there's like a lot of sci-fi, but not like a lot of great sci-fi.
It's very true. Very true.
Now, this is a movie that I liked. I don't know whether you did or whether I assume you've seen it. Um, but what movie? This is easy for you. What movie sees Sandra Bullock and George Clooney stuck in space? So give the audience a chance. If
Yeah,
you,
I gotta give myself a chance. I'm not used to George Clooney in sci-fis or Sandra
yep,
Bullock.
yep. I own it on Voodoo.
That's not helping.
No, that wouldn't help. But
um, I have no idea. It's a pure guess. Velocity?
no, it's Gravity. You were close.
I knew it's some
Yeah, it
physical
was some
measurement.
force, some force of science.
I'm thinking
But
velocity, altitude, mass.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But RPM. No, I unfortunately no, it's Gravity. But I actually really did. Have you seen that?
I have not.
Well, actually, we should do it because I do think it's a good movie. I think there were people that panned it, and some of them even were panning it just because of like, the usual like sci-fi nerds would do stuff like say, oh, that couldn't happen because in space, there were all these like people that were picking at things that
I,
theoretically couldn't have happened.
I'm a science guy. I love it when sci-fi gets science correct.
Yeah,
But on the other hand, it's also nice to have an entertaining movie.
yeah, and for God's sake, sometimes just just go with it.
Just go with it.
Yeah. So, but anyway,
Okay,
okay,
back to you, Mike.
all right,
And you've got a check in every box, and you're totally done with horror and sci-fi.
okay. Um, so drama.
Drama. Ew.
Oh,
Tough one, but a classic. What two movies feature Bing Crosby singing White Christmas?
okay. Well, one is White Christmas.
Well, one is, you should know what one is. One is White Christmas.
Okay, and the other, hopefully the audience has had time to think of these,
The
but
other I've never heard of.
yep, it's another one that I own, and I actually do love it despite a controversial blackface scene in the movie. It's Holiday Inn.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never would have gotten that one.
Well, I'm old, so I know Bing Crosby.
I mean, I know I've been waiting to pick an on the road movie for our channel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I can actually think of one I won't say it right now, but I can think of one that I think is hilarious. But in particular for one scene that's really funny. But yeah. But yeah, it's your turn.
My turn, and I'm gonna go with horror and sci-fi again. Like I got to get an answer right at some point.
Okay. Um, actually, I think this could be one that you might. Um, I think this is one you might know. It's I know it, but um, I don't know. It is a movie from your youth. So
Just give
okay,
it to me.
what movie stars Rowdy Roddy Piper with a
Oh,
special pair of sunglasses? It's a matter of whether you can think of the name. I think you know
Yeah.
the movie. I'm sure you know the movie. I know you know the movie. It's just a matter of
Yeah,
whether you.
yeah, yeah. It ain't Hell Comes to Frogtown. I'll tell you.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not.
They live.
Yes, very good. Very good
Thank
because
God.
to tell you the truth, I might have blown that one, even though I know the movie,
Yeah.
because I might not have been able to think of the title.
Yeah. The
Uh,
first thing that came to mind was them.
yes, and I might have said something like that because there it's a movie with um, if you start talking about that movie, I can even quote lines from it. The
Hmm.
problem is, I'll be like, well, what was the actual frigging name of the movie? So, but yeah, all right, I guess I'm up.
You're up. You're up. The only
This
two.
is absolutely fun, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I love this. The only two you need to lock up are comedy and action adventure.
All right, let's do comedy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
let's do
let me
action.
remind you that the comedy isn't just comedy, it's comedy animation.
Okay. Yeah,
Who voices Mr. Fox in Wes Anderson's animated feature Fantastic Mr. Fox?
George Clooney.
Yeah, wow. I never would have gotten that.
All right. Well, I'm on a roll for being half awake.
You really are.
I once had a guy tell me, a guy I worked with tell me, you know more useless knowledge than anybody I ever met in my life. And but depending on the day, um, I might be able to reach it, and other times I'm like, eh. So yeah, it really depends on the day, and maybe if I've been drinking.
That's always a factor.
That's yeah, oh yeah. So you're up. Pick a category.
Let me do action adventure.
Okay. I actually kind of wish you'd picked sci-fi, but okay. Action adventure. What Marvel movie set um is set in the African nation of Wakanda? You got this.
Oh, I've got that. But believe me, if it's a Marvel movie, chances are I know it. I've
Yeah,
seen them all multiple times. I love the comics, love the movies, and I think I've given everyone enough time if they needed any. This is Black Panther.
it is. It is. And
Although I
I
could also say that Avengers Endgame is somewhat set in Wakanda as well.
all right, I have to read this one. This is for bonus points. But this is also for our audience. I'd like to know whether they can come up with this. Um, which Dario Argento film, a favorite category of mine, I love Argento, centers around a dance school that is actually a coven.
Oh, is this Suspiria?
It is. It
Yep.
is good. Very good job.
I
Um,
haven't seen the most recent one.
yeah, I saw it, and it's funny because different people in the and my family have really gone on about how well they liked it, including Alicia. I believe Vicky did also. Different people, um, and I keep meaning to like rewatch it again, but I love the original. I'm a purist, and that was one that I felt like almost shouldn't have been touched. And the fact that they did remake it, I felt it fell short of the original. And so
When you remake a classic like that, like I saw the remake of Rabid,
yeah,
and it was just
yeah,
it pales in comparison to the Cronenberg film.
yeah,
There are certain things about the classics like that.
yeah. You know it's gonna invoke criticism, and you also know that it's I like again. You better be damn frigging good if you're gonna remake something like that. It's
Mhm.
like remaking Psycho. They remade Psycho, and it pretty much shot for shot in a lot of ways, and
I
And
never even bothered seeing it.
it's yeah, I saw it, and it had Vince Vaughn, who, Vince Vaughn is great in comedy. He was the
Mhm.
killer, and he's great in comedy. But to tell you the truth, I think he blows drama most of the time. And I may inspire the wrath of people watching, but I loved the very first True Detective that HBO had.
Oh, that was great.
It was really great, and it was really great. And they did True Detective Part Two with him in it as the main star, and I think he totally blew. I heard so many people say, "Oh, he was so great in that," and I'm thinking to myself, "Did we watch the same movie?" Because I thought he was terrible. But anyway, I probably have people pissed off now. But Vince Vaughn, I love him in comedy, and I want to pick a. I'd love to do the one Made. I really want to pick
Which
that for
one?
us. Made, and yeah, I don't think you've seen Made, so
No.
that would be a really good one. It's hilarious, frigging hilarious. So all right, but
Okay,
let's move
so
on.
you need one more to lock the game up. You
Really,
need one action adventure.
all right, let's do it.
Oh man, this will test your knowledge. Oh wait, I'm reading the full question. Okay, this is so easy. It's ridiculous.
that I'm gonna blow it. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, no, like I don't know how you could possibly blow this. So listen to the question.
Oh, I know how
Don't answer right away. Give this some careful
I.
thought.
Okay.
How many of the five Dirty Harry movies
Okay.
starred Clint Eastwood?
That's ridiculous. Um,
The
I
answer is
mean,
exactly what you're thinking.
that's ridiculous.
Great.
I mean, I could blow this because maybe there was the only thing I could think of that could possibly blow my answer is, was there one where he refused to participate and they cast George Lazenby instead as Dirty Harry like they did with James Bond. He was the worst of all the James Bonds. He was the worst, George Lazenby. But I mean, they all starred Clint Eastwood, to my knowledge.
Yep, you were right. All five. The answer is
Okay.
five.
Well, that's ridiculous. I almost refuse to. I I refuse to be a member of any of any club that would have me as a member. Um,
But the numbers don't lie. You won.
wow. Okay.
Not that anyone can see
Well,
that, but
yeah, but that last one, I almost feel like I need to answer another one because
and well, I get that. This video is already long enough.
yeah.
Take the win. We'll do this again soon.
All right. Okay. Yeah. And absolutely. And I love doing this one, and we would like to hear back from anybody that's still
Anyone.
watching and watched it and enjoyed it. Let's hear back if you guys want us to do this again. I mean, we're not going to stop doing our movies,
Oh no,
but at the same time, we could make this a regular thing.
because this
Um,
is fun.
and there's a lot more. We have two other games. We didn't even get through a, a tenth of the cards that we did today. But I mean, we also have two other games, and I'm perfectly willing to pick up more movie trivia ones, and we would definitely center it around movie trivia. But but yeah, like I said, if people are interested in this, we will definitely do it again. Even if they're not, we'll probably do it again because it's fun. I mean, what the hell? It's not like we totally please our audience all the time anyway.
No, we're doing this for us.
But yeah, we're doing this for us, and if you guys are enjoying it, that's great. But yeah, and please leave a like and subscribe if you would. It really helps. We're, I mean, we're doing this for us. We're enjoying it, but we want to continue and we would like support and we would like to see this channel grow. So please comment, like and subscribe. Just, support us if you can, just by your likes and your subscribes and comment. But Dom, I think that's probably about it. I was gonna read off one more, but I think we'll just call this
Let's
one.
let's leave them wanting more.
Yeah, that's right. You always leave them wanting a little more. So, yeah, that Dom, I totally had fun. I'm glad you suggested doing it. We've been talking about this for a while.
I thought it was time for a change. I'm
Yep.
happy we finally got a chance to do this.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. No, believe me, I really loved it and I enjoyed it. So, I'm even putting aside the cards that we used today. So the next time we play, we won't be using any of the same ones. But yeah, Dom, that was great. And I actually we're still in the we're still in the Halloween horror mode.
Yep.
And I actually last night watched the movie that I wanted to pick for us. And so I'm going to announce it now and give people a chance to watch it if you've never seen it. And Dom, it gives you a chance to watch it, and we will be doing it next week. But the movie that I picked is Burnt Offerings.
Huh. Okay.
It's available to see for free on Tubi.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen that. That's
Yeah,
an older one.
surprisingly, Voodoo has fallen down on the job. They do not have it to buy or to rent, which is
Wow.
surprising. But they need to step up their game. Some of the movies that they don't have available, I'm surprised by, and some of them are classic horror, classic drama. They need to step up their game, and they also don't have some movies it's appalling. They don't have some in.
Oh, okay, no anti-voodoo rant. We use
Well,
them
I
quite a
I
bit.
love voodoo. I love voodoo, but they really do fall short sometimes, and that's one of the I was really appalled. I was gonna just buy Burnt Offerings because I love it so much, and it's a movie that is like old. It's a '70s movie, and it's old like chilling horror in a way that the '70s horror was.
Uh,
So I
let's
think you'll have.
save that for the video.
Yes. So Dom, that was a lot of fun. I really,
Lots of
really,
fun.
I enjoyed the hell out of today's episode, and I hope everybody else did as well. Thank you for pushing us to do our first one,
Oh yeah.
and I will see you guys all next week. Dom, my buddy, I will see you next week. So,
I'll see you next week.
all right,
We're having fun with it.
yeah, take care, everyone. Next week.